Alright, we are back with our next upload of Gingaman, and we have a tangled headset controller as always. Headset controller. I know words. Anyway, yeah, I took a video game break as well as a lunch break. Recording this on the same day as the last upload, because it is mid 70s right now. And it was 40 or 50 yesterday. We're gonna have like a few days of 70, 80 degree, and then right back down to 40s and 50s. I have no idea the state of the world right now, but that's not relevant. That's not relevant because we're gonna watch more Sentai. Yeah, like I said at the end of the last upload, I know I'm only a few episodes in, but I'm really enjoying this season so far. It's very entertaining. No season is perfect, obviously. Like the uniforms, the big white shirt essentially with the Charlie Brown stripes is very distracting. It does break up the colors of their suit. I feel like if you just had, yeah, there you go. If you just had solid red all the way up, that would actually be distracting. But maybe if you took like the white and black right here and made it like a sash, similar to how other seasons do, that would be better. you know that would even be a fun way to do the character numbering, because you could have straight line, one zigzag, two zigzag, all the way up to show like the order of the team. But that's just me spitballing. uh what else to say? Anything else to say? Nah, not really, not really. I just want to see excuse me, I just want to see what kind of shenanigans they shenanigan. There is definitely a different vibe of Sentai compared to Kamen Rider or Ultraman. I know I've only watched one Ultraman season, and so far I've only watched one Kamen Rider season, but I have seen a few Kamen Rider movies. That counts. And Sentai is definitely I would say the most willing to embrace the campiness of their genre, and specifically of their franchise. So yeah, that's enough rambling. Let's get right back to it. Let's see what character shenanigans we have. I'm using that word a lot today. Let's see what kind of character stuff we're gonna get up to, and when we're gonna get our Megazord, and what Shalinda's up to, because god damn, between her and Ginga Blue, I'm already crushing on a not insignificant portion of the cast. What are you looking for? Pants for her? Don't give her pants. She's perfect. You know why I keep fixating on Pirate Mom's costume? I think I've settled on Pirate Mom. You know why I keep fixating on Pirate Mom's costume is it is barely 3 items. It's the pants, it's the bra, and it's that shoulder ensemble and the headpiece, so maybe 4 items. Whereas everybody else is wearing a full fucking suit, usually without any moving mouth parts. So she is walking around in a bathing suit, and everybody else on the bad guys cast is walking around wearing their own body weight worth of a costume. So that's part of why I'm so obsessed with her outfit. Also, she is a diva. I did not pay any attention to any of that setup for this episode, but considering that they need a sword and these chuckle fucks have 5 swords, I can guess what's gonna happen. I'm Moke, and I've just been stabbed! Is his name Moke because he is an oak who is a mentor? M. Oak? Moke? Is that why his name is Moke? Alright, that's an interesting choice of weapon. That's an interesting choice of weapon! Oh my god, you just snapped that. You just snapped that! Why are you all snapping necks? I would rather they go back to hitting them in the dicks. I hate his little noodle arm. I mean, kudos to the suit actor who's already wearing a bulky and probably uncomfortable costume. to also manipulate the noodle arm. Wait, are you getting sucked inside his fucking coat dimension? Oh my god, how much room is in his coat? I'm Moke. And I'm useless! See, this is what I'm talking about. Where, like, Sentai teams have to earn their Megazords. Right? Like, they're gonna have to get those legendary knives from this guy in order to turn the Starbeasts into the Zords to form the Megazord. Whereas in Lost Galaxy, I don't remember specifically, but in Lost Galaxy, like, in any Power Rangers season, they just make them. They just get the Zords. They just get the Megazord. Get tased! I love this kid. Yeah, if you have a knife in your hand, why are you throwing elbows? Why are you getting tased? Oh god, his arm! That's not... I mean, that's basically the Die Ranger combined Hadouken. Which is cool, but I like it when they combine all the weapons together. I do appreciate that the space pirates essentially drink rum in order to become giants. That's very on brand. That's very on brand. I'm so glad I'm back on a show where the episodes are barely 20 minutes. What I'm really liking about this is the fact that Ginga Red, because he wasn't the first choice his older brother was, we get to see a coming-of-age story for him. Even though he's the same age as Green and Blue, he gets to come into his own as a ranger, Sentai, whatever, as the team leader, as a warrior, which if his brother hadn't died, because again, we know that he's just going to come back as whatever the Sentai name for the Magna Defender is, because it wasn't his brother leading the team, that would have been a very different story, is my point. It's just so silly. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Let's steal 555 weapons to melt them down. And they had to have some excuse to get the Kiba blades back. Of course, I hear Kiba, I think Kiba Ranger, which makes me remember Die Ranger and that little bastard Ko. Yes, he's still catching strays. No reason to stop the party. We're just going to keep moving right along with whatever the next episode is. I make a point of not watching the episode previews, because if I'm about to watch the next episode, why watch the preview? I just want to be surprised. It's more fun this way. Who let this child inside the tree? Who told this child about the Mentor Oak? Yes, child, I am Moke, and I am a tree! Don't take the small child camping with the giant space kaijus. Don't take the small child camping with the space kaiju. I don't know how space kaiju are different than regular kaiju. I'm just saying. That's what they are. They're space kaiju. Son, that ain't Clifford the Big Red Dog. That's a giant space kaiju lion. Only one of the... Well, no, the bird and the ape would both eat fruit, but the others are carnivores, and you are made of meat, small child. I mean, because the blades turn them into the Zord form instead of the living creature form, the blades kind of enslave them, don't they? Why would you do that? Why would you do that inside the room? Why giving small child thing? Why did you wink at him? Joking aside, I'm not hating on this kid just for the sake of hating on him. He's actually doing a fine job acting for the role that he's been given. I just, you gotta be sarcastic with this sort of shit. What about the small child? You forgot the small child, who is for some reason going to follow you and get poisoned. I love when they just start breaking shit. Especially because you get to see where the set props were designed to be broken. Like that railing had the breakpoints already in it. All they had to do was whack it. Called it! Small child poisoned. Exactly what small children deserve. In a Sentai, not in reality. Ah, I see we're going with the Power Ranger method of medbay. Random table in the command center. I mean, as always, presumably their helmets and uniforms give them some level of protection. Or not. How did you manage to poison the Starbeasts, too? You know what cures poison? Becoming a giant robot. You can't poison a robot. Look, one of you is a stationary tree, and the other one is an acorn monstrosity. Neither of you are stopping this kid if he wants to leave. Jesus, first the forest, now the fucking Starbeasts turn to stone. Poison, now poise off. Also, are they just there in the middle of the city now? Are we renaming this the Starbeast City? Because you ain't moving them. You gotta respect the choreography that goes into something like that rotating shot with 6 actors moving around each other in bulky suits. Because let's be honest, even the Ranger suits are not easy to move in. If only because the helmet fucks with your visibility. And then you got this poor bastard in the fucking poop beetle outfit. Blue crying again. I love Blue. He's not afraid to show his emotions. That is a real man. Alright, I will give them credit. That is one hell of a cliffhanger for episode 6. Thinking that we're not gonna have our fucking Megazord because you just killed them for a monster of the week. Oh, but he got away. He got away, didn't he? So we're gonna see him again. I wasn't paying attention. Did he actually die? I might have just put my foot in my mouth. Anyway, this is also what I've said, where I know I keep saying it, but it keeps being true. Sentai teams have to work for their Zords and Megazords. Die Ranger had to go to another fucking continent to get theirs. You know? Some of them, I don't think anyone's ever had to go to a different planet, but they've come goddamn close sometimes. Whereas Power Rangers, it's like, hey, here's your morpher, here's your weapons, here's your giant fucking robots. Yeah, there's still some pomp and circumstance around it. And part of that is also because Power Rangers tends to be like 10 plus episodes shorter each season they adapt than the Sentai they are adapting. So, you know, part of it's just a time factor. And then part of it, of course, is how do you make that footage work where the Galactic Beasts petrify themselves the way the Starbeasts just did. Although, again, watch that happen in Lost Galaxy next month, and I eat my words on that too. Speaking of eat my words, I'm going to go have a snack. You're going to have an intermission, and then we're going to watch more episodes. And hope you are enjoying this upload so far. I'm going to keep this very short because I just finished editing all 4 episodes for this upload, and it's already, you know, getting pretty long. Also, someone is yelling at me to go to bed. At this point, I have finished watching the entire season because I could not stop watching it. I just cooked through it because it was such a fun season to watch. So we're going to get you right back to it. But of course, thank you for watching, whether you're watching on YouTube or on Patreon. And if you are watching on YouTube and you would like to see these videos a month earlier, if you would like to get access to the Discord, if you would like to get exclusives such as the Gingaman Mega Ranger crossover at the end of this season, you can find all of that over on the Patreon. Link down below. Same username over there. $1 a month gets you all of those benefits, and then higher tiers get you more benefits going up from there. I actually didn't go get a snack because I'm stuck under a cat. Yeah, you. Yeah. So I got one more episode on this disc, and if need be, I'll even start the next disc to round out this upload. before I take a dinner break. Besides, that'll put me at 8 episodes watched for today. So that'll be a good amount. As much as I love crushing through huge chunks, just so that I have plenty to work with for the editing side of things, it is also more fun to take your time with it. Because of how formulaic Sentai can be, you don't want to just completely bombard yourself and lose track of the details. What does this kid fucking have a conduit to Gingaman now? Oh, his dad still exists. That's an advantage he has over Justin. Sir, what is your job? Are you a mangaka? Is his dad a mangaka? His dad must be a mangaka. I don't want to hear that story, Dad. I was fucking there. So are your identities public? Because you haven't exactly been subtle with who you are. Never mind what you're wearing. This idiot was doing fucking parlor tricks in the street a few episodes ago. Ah, I was right. I was right. Poison One did survive. And he's bringing in an even bigger beetle. The big bad beetle bros! I love Sentai so fucking much. Were these two the fucking inspiration for the Thunder Ninja in Hurricaneger? I mean, I'm pretty sure they even have the number of beetle horns the same to go with the colors. That's dark. That is dark, buddy. You're desecrating corpses. Granted, they're giant stone corpses, but you're still desecrating corpses. Oh shit, you pissed him the fuck off. Oh shit, you pissed him the fuck off. He just tased himself. You'd what, get the lights of Orion? Ah, potato Parian. I'm Moke, and I'm too chicken shit for this shit! And I'm a tree! They could eat you. Acorns are edible. That's what I'm saying. Kick the freak of nature. I do like how they're fighting in a way that's very animalistic, which is an interesting contrast considering that their main weapon before morphing, and hell, even after morphing, is fucking swords. And yet they're clawing, they're pouncing, they're leaping around. It's an interesting way of doing things. You got this one turning everything into monkey bars, you got this one just being a freaking fiend on the battlefield. I like how everyone lands on the head except for Blue. Blue lands on the gorilla's shoulder. Very, very demure, very respectful. I like how Moke is looking off to the side because apparently they put the viewing screen on the side wall instead of directly in front of him, so the dude can't even watch TV during the day to stay entertained without, like, tweaking his eyes to the side. Grenade! I was kidding, but okay. Come on, turn to robots. Turn to robots. Yes! Oh, fucking robots. Oh, we are getting the Megazord! I didn't think we were. I thought they were just gonna do another group fight. The gorilla's head is the fucking belt buckle. I'm gonna call that a belt buckle. It actually makes a lot of sense that you can still see all of the Starbeasts' heads in the final combination, because they're all individual creatures. So if you couldn't see their heads, it would take away from that individuality. Fuck, that one's dead. And they're back. Yeah, they're back. So, right, that's why it makes sense for their heads to still be visible. It makes so much more sense for the Galactic Beasts, Starbeasts' heads to still be visible in the Megazord, because if they weren't, it would be like they weren't contributing, because they're going to be as much characters, or at least as much as they can. They're going to be characters in their own right, just like the Rangers themselves. And if you took that away from them, then yeah, so that actually makes a lot of sense. We got our... Oh man, we're getting some fucking glare. This time of day, the sun is coming right in at this angle from the window. And with my complexion, it shows. This kid is already a significantly larger portion of the plot than I was expecting, but I will say it makes way more sense to have one civilian family be the supporting cast as opposed to other seasons where it's bounced between different people. Always works better for narrative tone and consistency, at least for me, when it's a recurring character or group of supporting characters instead of, oh, you know, episode 9 it's this family, episode 23 it's a completely different family, you know. Jesus Christ, that is fucking bright. What the heck? I can't reach the blinds because I'm stuck under a cat, which is also why I put in the second disc of the set so that I can watch one more episode for this upload, and then whether the cat allows me to or not, we will take a dinner break. Look at that. Look at that. I can't disturb that. I mean, I'm gonna have to when it's time to get dinner, but let's finish off this upload. We have everything now. We have our weapon, we have our other weapon, we have our Megazord, we have our supporting cast, we have all of our villains, we have our mentor who's an oak tree, which is why his name is Moke. I am convinced that that is the case. Mentor, oak, Moke. And we've even had a few character focused episodes, which I'm willing to bet we're going to start doing the normal routine of character focused episodes for at least a little bit before we have some shit go down. We have not seen, I just realized, we have not seen the other three enemy generals since the cowboy bike rider tough guy was assigned to, the gangster one was assigned to revive their ship. And I think what's going to have to happen is he's going to get several failures, and then they're either going to demote him or exile him or just outright kill him. Either the bad guys will kill him or the Sentai team will kill him. Either way, that'll be the case, and then they'll bring in one of the other three, and the cycle will repeat itself. Why is that so fucking bright? Jesus. Also, you can really see how strong my glasses are when I have my head at the right angle. I am hella blind, and that sun glare is not helping. But enough rambling. We can ramble more at the end of the upload. Let's get to our last episode of this upload. God, I have missed watching Sentai. Why is this small child still hanging out? Oh my god, Ginga Blue can cook and he looks like that? No wonder I'm falling for this man. Yeah, but that takes money, son. Yeah, but that's a mugging, son. How did you not pick that up, woman? Now pick up that bag, woman. You were choking him out on that bench. Oh my god. You know, at least she's apologizing for assaulting him by making him food. Yeah, this is what I was expecting. He's already, he's already starting to run through their patience. Sir, stop shooting the door to summon your minions. It is not necessary. I also noticed all of his minions are bugs. He had the beetles, he had the electricity centipede, he has that roly-poly. Don't insult. Don't insult. Don't insult this man. This man cooks, and he cares. He's man enough to cook and cry. He is the perfect man. I'm kind of already in love with Ginga Blue, I'm not gonna lie. There's always a food monster. There's always an eating monster. He's not wrong, though. Don't waste the food. That's your fucking ringtone? Yeah, there's no secret identity. He didn't even deny it! There is no secret identity this season. He's just like, yes, I am that punk ass that you assaulted earlier today. You are correct, ma'am. I like Goki. I like Goki enough to learn his fucking name. I want her to stick around. I like the kid and the kid's dad as supporting cast members, but I hope she sticks around. I think it'd be really nice if they each had, like, some civilian they developed a rapport with. That's something I really haven't seen yet in a Sentai season. I don't even know Green's name, but that was savage. It's also the arm that you injured earlier, dude. Like, you want her to be able to cook, she needs that arm. Also, get tased, bitch! I am gonna get mileage out of that catchphrase with thanks to him. It makes sense for them to use the Megazord joystick controller as weapons in combat, right? Like, it makes it more, like, applicable. But I wish they had custom weapons, because, like, even look at the cover here. They're gonna get these big honkin' bow stabs at some point. Those bow stabs are probably what they get instead of the Lights of Orion. Except no, they're probably gonna get those too. So if they're living beings, what does it feel like when they have to transform themselves into a different shape in order to form the Megazord? Like, yellow and pink, they can kind of just, like, hunker in, and that's how you can... Jesus! That's how you can be the... Oh my god, I didn't realize they still had individual attacks. Yeah, yellow and pink can kind of just hunker in and be the arms. Green just clips onto the back. But red has to completely fold and unfold itself. Blue has to, like, fucking change its whole body in order to be the legs. Like, watch, see? That's the entire head and shoulders of the lion. Folding back, and then not to mention what the legs have to fucking do. Same, again, for the blue, but yeah, for the other three have it way easier. But presumably they all feel that. These are living creatures. These are giant space kaiju. Just because they're in their robot modes doesn't change the fact that they're living fucking creatures doing this shit. I can't get over the fact that the fucking Falcon is one of the weapons, though. That's so weird to me, that one of the Zords is the weapon. No, I really like these two. Like, these two have developed a very natural, honest, nice relationship. And I really want her to stick around as a supporting cast member. That's definitely something I would love to see, is give each of them... The kid can kind of be the team... He's kind of the team mascot, if we're being honest. He's more the team mascot than the fucking Acorn Abomination. Can I combine those words? Acorn Abomination. Abominacorn! Fucking nailed it. So the kid is like the team mascot, right? Or cheerleader, if you prefer. But, you know, Hikari has got... I'm learning their names fast. Hikari has got this woman as a civilian supporting cast member. I want to see each of them have somebody. I think that'd be a really nice touch. One of them could have a romantic partner. One of them could have a little sibling style relationship with someone. Somebody could, like, develop a professional relationship with the owner of the stables that they're staying at. That's something that I really don't think I've seen in a Sentai season so far, where I really want to see each of the characters have a civilian specifically for their own supporting cast. But that's enough of that. Obviously, we are starting a round of character-focused episodes, so the next upload or two-ish are going to be that. We'll see. I still maintain that my theory of about every third of the way through a Sentai season, we have a status quo shakeup. So it'll be roughly sometime around episode 16-ish, 16 to 20-ish, is when we're going to have a status quo shakeup, is my prediction. My prediction for what we're going to have is that What's-His-Face, The biker looking guy who keeps sending all the bug minions, all the bug gangster minions after the team. He's gonna fail one too many times, and he's gonna get got. And then we're gonna bring in another one of the enemy generals who we have not seen at this point for almost half a dozen episodes. I think that's gonna be the formula that Gingaman follows. I'm loving this season. I don't know why so many people don't like this season. Apparently, I think it's great. It's hitting all the same notes that some of my other favorite seasons have. Goo Ranger, Kaku Ranger, Car Ranger. It's not embracing the campiness to the same degree that Car Ranger did, but it's damn fucking close. Hell, even being at the stables is a lot like the Car Ranger kids being at the garage. Um, but I think it's gonna like season it with just a little bit of underdog coming of age story, mainly through Ginga Red, obviously. Ginga Blue, whose name escapes me, Goki. Ginga Blue is my favorite. I don't normally simp for the team members directly, Sixth Ranger being an exception, looking at you, Mega Silver. Um, but mainly because of how often the team members themselves are teenagers. Either the characters or the actors or both. I mean, God, look back at Kaku Ranger. Tsuruhime, the actress was 13, playing a 16-year-old, right? Um, but this is a good season. This is a good season. I'm gonna stop rambling there because, as I kept mentioning during that, every time they had food on the screen, I am hungry. I need dinner. Forgot to mention this at the end of the last upload, but just to recap the intermission. First and foremost, obviously, thank you for watching. I hope you're as happy as I am to be kicking off a new season this month. Again, loving it personally, and I hope you are as well. It's also fun to be back in Sentai after taking a few months away from it because we did Power Rangers, we did Godzilla, we did Kuga, assuming YouTube lets me upload Kuga, and because that's been fighting me at the moment. And now we're back to Sentai, so it's been nice to take a break, but it's also very nice to be back. And so thank you for watching, and of course, if you were watching on YouTube, please hit all the buttons. And if you would like to see things a month sooner than you are seeing them on YouTube, and if you would like to see them without having to worry about me having to fight the copyright and do disputes for fair use, you can see everything on the Patreon. You see it a month earlier. You don't have to worry about shit being taken down. You get the exclusives like Sentai crossovers and anything that I cannot get to post to YouTube. And then of course and that's just at the entry level tier of $1 a month for the full month. I don't charge per post unless I am specifically making that post available for purchase for non-members. I do not charge per post, and then from there the benefits just go up. We get the watch party tier for when I actually remember to host watch parties, as well as controlling over the voting, and we get the behind the scenes tier where all of these episodes, the 4 episodes that made up, I gotta redo my nails, the 4 episodes that made up this upload, when I post this upload on Patreon, I also post the 4 full recordings of these episodes so you can see all the jokes that I cut out, and you can see all the times when I'm just sitting here staring at the screen and enjoying the show and not saying anything. So you get to watch the whole season that way. Obviously, you can also find places to watch the whole season. But and considering that the villains are pirates this season, I suppose I should be supporting piracy. We're gonna end it there. Thank you again. We'll see you in a couple of days for the next upload.